Hey everybody, bear with me. This is an odd video. I put some close-up clips in, and then I turned it around at the end and kind of talked about it. It's kind of a long video, but it's about the Karbon mod, and it's a do-it-yourself. And I just felt like some of this information needed to be added. So I know it's running long. Watch it if you get a chance.
Okay, folks, it's JT. Now, this, there's no way I can call this a DNA build tutorial. I'm just not confident in my ability to do that. But I will say that I have run through this process one time with an old DNA20 board. Ended up that DNA20 board wasn't in the best shape. So now I am doing it again with a brand new DNA30. So this kit is from Karbon Mods. Okay, really awesome guys. Really awesome device. But this is kind of going to look like what you get. Let's stop real quick. This is all carbon fiber. This is a stealth type mod. It is very compact. Let me try to show you a comparison. That's an 18650 battery. And you can see this DNA box is very small. So just a heads up, it's not going to have the battery life to last for a week at a time. But it's nice and compact, and it's very cool. Like I said, that's real carbon fiber. Little KM at the bottom. Okay, so what you'll get is your box, then the back cover here. Okay, now let's set that aside. Now, again, because I had done a previous build with a DNA20 board, you see this? It's a mess. Okay, what I had was a DNA20 box that was built by somebody, not built very well, and so I pulled this out of there and attempted to use the existing wires, buttons, all of that stuff. That's just not really a super efficient way, in my opinion, to do this. I really feel like a brand new DNA board is really the route you should go. So because of that, I have some new pieces, but what you'll get with this kit is a 510 connection, some wire, 3 buttons, an up down each, and a fire button. You'll get a battery pack. Okay, you'll get a fuse. Really cool. Really everything you need besides epoxy and your DNA chip. It does not come with the DNA board itself. But I will say, I'm starting to see more and more in stock on different websites. So, basically, I'm just going to take little video clips when I get to different stages, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. The really nice thing is that all of these contacts, I don't know what else to call them, they're all labeled. Okay, I might not get a good focus. Okay, you see down are those two right in front of my fingernail. This is out. So this would be for one of the buttons. Okay, positive and negative. Up here, the out, that'll be for your 510 connection. Positive, negative. Over here, you've got up. Again, another button. Over here, that's the fire. Positive and negative. Yep. Then up top you've got your charge, right? So that'll go to your charger, micro USB. That charging board is included. And then of course you've got the battery, and again, positive and negative. That's where you'll run your battery pack too. They make it really easy. Comes with a sheet that's kind of got some guidelines. I recommend, just like a buddy of mine, Todd, recommended to me, if you're not familiar with soldering electronics, small electronics at that, watch a few videos on that. Get familiar with that. Get familiar with soldering, and then, so you have to take into account this is a very small piece of real estate, and these are all very sensitive parts. I used an old soldering iron for the first build, but again, this is what happened to it. I did go pick up a new soldering iron, $23 at Home Depot. It's got a nice, should be very precise tip, brand new tip, and you want to use some good solder. The guys at Karbon Mods, they will tell you the best stuff to use. I'm not gonna go there. They actually hooked it up and sent me a list, and they're helping me with this process so much. But honestly, the sheet they sent with this kit really tells you what you need to know. Just study up a little bit on soldering electronics. But basically, that's where we're at, and everything's labeled really well. You'll need to solder. We've already done this, but you'll need to solder your wire to your button leads, to your 510 connection, you know, the positive to the center and the negative on the outside wall there. I'm not gonna lie, that part's tough. It's very small work. There's not a lot of space there. Make sure all of your exposed wire is either wrapped with heat shrink or electrical tape, good and closed off so nothing shorts out. And I'll be back and we'll show you another stage of this process. So as you can see, I got the DNA30 Karbon mod build project finished. I know I didn't get a lot of video recorded on this, but it wasn't really that easy. This was a learning process for me. But I got it all finished, all fit in there, secure. Everything's nice. It's vaping very, very well. So I will switch over to like a face-to-face like my normal videos and just talk a little bit about it. But it was a fun process. It was a fun project. If you have experience building box mods or small electronics, it'd probably be a breeze for you. But even if you do not, it is still doable. Just take your time, get some good advice, and really just take your time. The more patient you are with this, the better product you will end up with at the end. But I'm very happy with it, and I'll swing the camera around and chat about it.
Hey everybody, so here is the face-to-face portion of my Karbon mod video. I know this video is a little odd. I start off with kind of an up-close explanation of the Karbon mod do-it-yourself DNA kit, and then I kind of jump to a couple pictures, and I'll show you some pictures of all the parts that come with this kit. But I just wanted to talk for a minute, just sum it up really. Karbon Mod V1, you can find them on Facebook. I will put the link in this on this post above this video. Karbon Mod, stealth, real carbon fiber enclosure and do-it-yourself kit for the DNA20 or DNA30 chip, DNA30 board, whatever you call it, by Evolve. I will give this project from 1 to 10, 1 being easy and 10 being very difficult. I will give this about a 7. Before I started working on this, I had no prior experience soldering small electronics, circuit boards, anything like that. I got advice from Eric the gentleman that provides these, and I got advice from my good buddy Todd. Uh, and some of their advice was to watch some YouTube videos and some information online about soldering electronic boards, not about building mods, but specifically just soldering electronics. That helped me greatly. So I got a little information from the good old interweb about soldering electronics, and I actually had an old DNA20 board out of an old mod, not the best of shape, and just not a good clean project. But I actually got the chance to do a practice run. I tried to install the old DNA20 board in the Karbon mod enclosure. Didn't work out too well. That board didn't survive being torn out of one and installed in another. So I ordered a DNA30 board. I think $60 shipped. I'll post a link or two to websites that have these in stock, as far as I know at the time of recording this video, but they're out there, about $60. This kit will not come with the DNA20 or 30 board. It will come with almost everything else you need. Okay, a battery pack, the charging port, wires, switches, and you can go and check that Facebook page. There's a complete breakdown, all of the parts included. You do get a sheet, kind of an informational walkthrough. I found that very, very helpful. Okay, the main thing here is that I don't want to scare you away from this device. This is an awesome project, but I also don't want you to get this thinking that when it lands in the mail, 20 minutes later, you're going to be vaping off of this device. It's possible if you're experienced. But even me, having no prior experience soldering small electronics and things of this nature, I worked through it. I really enjoyed the process. It's very gratifying to build something and be vaping off of it later, and just have something you put time into. So it's a great project. It's a great looking device. Still to this day, I haven't seen others like it. There may be. Eric's a good guy. If you've got a specific question here or there, he'll help you out. But just learning how to solder, I purchased a new soldering iron for $23 from Home Depot. That helped quite a bit. That's about it, man. It's a really cool project. If you've ever thought about doing it and you want a pretty unique, stealthy device, I'd suggest to give it a shot. But just check it out. I really love the device. It's one of my favorites right now. I am very into the DNA powered devices and regulated devices, so I am thoroughly enjoying this. It's a pass-through, so when the battery starts dying, I plug it in and I keep vaping. So check it out, consider it. I love it. I love it. I've found a new hobby after doing this. I've got the bug. I want to build some more. If I need to, if I get questions or feel like I forgot some things, I'll do a follow-up video. But check it out, Karbon Mod on Facebook. Again, I'll put the link up. Check them out. See if one of these is right for you. You'll end up with a really cool looking device if you pull the trigger and get one of these kits. I think they're about 118 bucks shipped, and that's real carbon fiber. And that's why it's a little more than just a regular box, but you get a really unique thing, and you get a really a sense of accomplishment from building your own device. I've enjoyed it. I think you probably will too. If I can help at all, just let me know. And see you next time.